Hello everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing quite well. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, and I'm glad to be back. This video is kind of going to be just like a little bit of a chill video. I mean, if you watch the last Soup of the Month video, which was over a month ago, probably over 7 months ago, honestly, I basically just sculpted something in the background. It's more of a time lapse, so I sculpted this like a week ago, I think, and I just sort of talk over it. And I do want to do these a little bit more regularly. I'm going to continue working on this character. This is Clayton from Tarzan, if anybody's curious and haven't seen the first video, which I highly recommend you do. Not because I particularly like what I say in the video. Honestly, I'd prefer you muted it, but hey, you know what? That's entirely up to you. And if you want to hear where I was, what my headspace was over a year ago, but more just, the sculpt itself is me sculpting a bust of the character, and this is me turning that bust into a full body. So yeah, I guess now would probably be a good time to tell you guys where I've been, what I've been thinking about, and like what I kind of want to do moving forward. But before we start, as always, just remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all the fun stuff. And if you like the work I do, which I am going to be getting back into, I promise, then, you can donate to my coffee. The link is down below. So where have I been? Well, I've basically been here, just like, I guess, everybody else. I've just been kind of like in my home. And the lockdown hasn't been crazy over here, but some of the restrictions have made it really difficult. The place that I was working at closed down. That was really rough. And then trying to find a job has been really difficult as well. So that's been frustrating. In addition to that, it's pretty easy to feel useless while you're in your home, just kind of not doing very much. But there's also been some disruptions since we've been having renovations going on for the past, like, I want to say almost a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer than that. They're finally over, and they just ended with, us getting new floors and having the walls painted. Over the past couple months, there's just been a lot of moving of furniture, and we're still kind of in the process of moving things back because it's very easy to get lazy. And yeah, it's just been a huge disruptive, like, weird experience. Other than that, I've just kind of been chilling over the past, like, couple of weeks. I've just kind of been getting myself back into the motion of, working on sculptures as you're seeing on the screen in front of you. And then also I've been sort of playing around with Unity again, trying to get back into the flow of things. And one of the things that I've been doing is I've been working on a game. I'm not going to talk too much about it yet because I want to work on it a little bit more before I show it off. This isn't going to be one of the things that I sort of turn into like a tutorial video, because I'd like for this to just be my project. Although I may, include a couple things here and there that I learned from it in a video, but it is just going to be my project. And I have basic stuff like movement, some of the interactions, and a little bit of UI in there. And I've been working on a little dev doc on my iPad. It's just some notes I've been taking, some things I've been writing down, characters, gameplay elements, that kind of thing. And it's not going to be too complicated a game, so it's not like a World of Warcraft scale game. It's a very sort of much lower level in terms of like the type of things that I need to do in order to make it functional. But yeah, anyways, I'll show that when it's all ready, or at least ready to show off. And yeah, other than that, I've been playing a lot with virtual reality coding in Unity, and that's been really fun. Made a major breakthrough by finally actually being able to make a proper character controller in Unity for virtual reality, which is something that I've been struggling with for quite a while. And like the solution was the easiest solution that I could think of. It made me feel really stupid when I figured it out, but yeah, anyways, that's just how life is. And yeah, fun fact, by the way, one of the reasons why my very first video being the sort of chat box, if you guys have seen it or remember it, it's a like a 3-year-old video now, I think. The reason why I did that was because I wanted a console inside Unity. When you code in Unity for virtual reality, you don't see any of the debug stuff in your headset, and you don't see the console either. So I wanted to see if stuff was working, and so I wrote something that was similar to a console, and then I realized the potential for this to be something that could be used as like a chat box in like a multiplayer game. And so I figured all that out and I did it, but I didn't include the multiplayer part. Perhaps that'll be my first foray into multiplayer, is sort of reviving that old tutorial and making it a little bit more modern, quote unquote, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I want to do more virtual reality stuff, and that's probably something that we'll be playing around with at some point. If you guys are interested, of course. I'll do a couple, but I want to balance my channel with some two-dimensional stuff as well as virtual reality stuff. And I don't mean two-dimensional as like sprites and stuff. I mean two-dimensional as like a two-dimensional screen, because technically it's still 3D, just a 2D representation of 3D. Anyways, that kind of weird aside. I will also kind of be doing some more educational videos as well, just sort of giving info about different topics that might be useful for people to understand a little bit better. Not necessarily tutorials, but like, for example, one of the things that I was thinking about was teaching people about cameras so that they could better understand the cameras in Unity, and sort of giving real world examples and then translating that into what's available in Unity. And it'll probably touch on a couple of different topics. And yeah, I think that might be a fun series to look at. But you know, there's also some other things that I have on mind, like, you know, different textures, like maps and that kind of thing, and like different techniques for achieving geometry through textures and that kind of things. And actually also just experimenting with ray tracing in Unity. That's one that I actually really want to do. I saw a really good breakdown of some of the new ray tracing features in Unity that I'd like to play around with. Plus, I have a RT card, which I don't play anything with ray tracing right now because it's like still really difficult to run. But some of the ones that are sort of there to show off what ray tracing looks like are really cool. And I might do some more conversation, or I might do some more talking about that. And so now I guess comes the sort of elephant in the room. If I'm going to be doing all of these other projects, what is happening to the World of Warcraft clone? And I am sad to announce that I've just sort of lost all motivation to work on the WoW clone entirely, at the moment at least. There are some things that I do want to do before I sort of decide it's, you know, just on hiatus for now. And I know a lot of people are not going to be happy about this, but you know, I got to do this for myself. Like I can't force myself to make a video series that I'm just no longer interested in. It wouldn't be good for me, and I don't think it would be good for the channel, and I don't think it would be particularly authentic if I were to just sort of continue doing something that I wasn't feeling right about. So yeah, so the videos that I want to do are just one final bug fix. There's a bug that one of the people on my Discord found that we actually talked through on the Discord channel, which is down in the description if you want to join in. And basically it's a pretty easy fix in my opinion. It's just, you know, whenever the character runs up against a sort of hill that they can't climb up, it's too steep, then it sort of freaks out. And so it's an easy fix anyways. So yeah, I want to do that, and then I almost want to do kind of like a post-mortem, just sort of looking over the whole series and thinking about different things that I could have done better overall, just so that you guys get an idea for like what I want the channel to be. Because while I do want this channel to be like partly educational, the main thing that I want to do is showcase that, you know, everyone's going to make mistakes, and the goal should be to learn how to do better in the future. I've said from the beginning, you know, if you look at that very first WoW clone, I say, you know, hey, I'm not an expert. I don't know everything. This is basically just me trying to figure these things out, and I'm bound to make mistakes. And you guys have been really helpful in helping me find some of these mistakes, actually. I've done the best I can, at least I believe so, in order to fix those mistakes and improve them. And so I just want one video dedicated to how I feel the entire series went and what I think of the sort of product I created. I don't want to call it a product, but what I think of the sort of code that I worked on and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's going to be probably one of the first things that I do coming back to the channel. One final thing about the WoW clone, I am going to be leaving up all of the project files. I'm going to be adding a bunch of the project files for the UI series, and I'm going to be putting up a GitHub that my moderator on the Discord channel, Eatonix, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If not, please correct me. He worked pretty hard to put it all together, and I'm going to be posting that in the link below. But basically what I'm going to be doing is sort of, I guess, lighting a torch, keeping one so that I can, potentially come back to this series in the future, and also passing the torch on to you guys. So the series is basically open source. If you guys want to use the code for any of your games, if you guys want to download it and play around with whatever I have in there, however you want. You want to change the code, whatever you want to do, it's all yours, and it's mine as well. It belongs to all of us. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that, at least. I hope you guys do some awesome stuff. I've already seen some really creative things done with my code on my Discord, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing what people do with it. But anyways, so yeah, look, I realize that it's been a very long time. I also realize I don't have a huge following, so you guys are right in at the ground level. A lot of you guys have been really super supportive, and I absolutely love you for it. And the people in my Discord channel have been really awesome. I just wanted to show you guys that I hadn't left, I hadn't disappeared, that I am still thinking about this channel almost every single day, and that I'm ready to get back into it, and that we're gonna get some cool things done this year. Anyways, so there's just one last thing that I want to say, and this is just about the character that I'm sculpting. He's not finished. I may have completed the body sculpt, but this character needs a little bit more before we can say that the actual shape and the sort of sculpture is finished. So as always, please leave a like, comment if you have anything to say. And I imagine I'm going to get a lot of people saying how they're not happy with my decision on the WoW clone, but that's just life. I can't lie to you guys, and that's really just how I feel. Also, subscribe if you like this type of video, and if you like tutorials, style of Unity game development videos. And if you like this video, and if you like some of my other work, please consider donating to my Ko-fi. Links are down in the description. And also, if you're interested in donating to my Ko-fi, but you don't want your name to show up, just make it anonymous, because I'm going to be putting the sort of new donations at the end of my videos. If you want to talk more, I have a Discord, and it's been relatively active. There's a good number of people in there. But there's some great artists, some really cool game developers, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I think, for us to just sort of hang out and chat and share information and all that sort of stuff. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Super trooper, super trooper, super trooper, and he sells soup.